because it's over quickly and it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Just like how we slaughtered all those Australian whale farmers.
Whale farmers are they now?
Hunters, there wasn't... No, yeah, farmers, not the right word.
Speaking about ending things in one go, do we want to get to this week's episode of Reflex Save?
I don't like that segue.
It's really ominous. But yes.
You get to decide which way that's going to go. So. Okay, well, if we want to get started, I mean, who remembers what happened last week?
Wodun put on some mascara.
Mm-hmm.
Svieta became an axe-beak, and we found some kobolds.
And,
Halfway.
what's his name?
Ronaldo? Yes, you ran back into Ronaldo, who was with a group of kobolds exploring a shipwreck under the ocean. They had gotten themselves into a spot of trouble when a giant crab had cornered them in a room and they were running out of oxygen. However, you managed to placate the crab with goat meat and save them. And they got back to the whale. However, you also were looking for a treasure, which Tim had sort of located in this area, and you're able to find it, this treasure chest. And you started to head back to the whale. Unfortunately for everyone, you were not alone. One thing I did want to do though, before we start the episode, because that's basically where we're up to, is I wanted to go and do a bit of a review. It's worth doing a bit of a review of underwater combat movement in D&D. And I also want to be very clear about a specific challenge that you all have. And finally, I also wanted to make a GM ruling here, which is a little bit different from the rules as written. And it relates to how we handled a little bit of underwater stuff last week. Number one, the first thing to know about underwater combat is that you basically treat everything like it's difficult terrain. Unless you've got a swim speed, every foot of movement costs 2. Yeah?
Okay.
All happy?
Okay, cool.
Now, we don't have to really worry too much about drowning, which is fortunate, because you all have underwater breathing. Thanks to Svieta.
Svieta.
However, melee combat underwater is difficult. Every melee attack is at disadvantage unless you have a dagger, a spear, a short sword, a trident, or a javelin.
What about a face?
That will be disadvantage. Those very specifically, and look, this ties into old D&D where you really need a small, light thrusting weapon to get the most out of it. Range combat is the same. You have disadvantage on your first range increment unless you've got a crossbow, trident, or net, right? Or you're throwing a javelin. Outside of your range increment, you can't shoot at all. It automatically misses. Okay?
What about a laser?
A laser. Now, this is where we get into a little bit of finicky territory. Underwater, everyone has resistance to fire when you're totally submerged in water. Because it is a laser gun, and now it does radiant damage. I'm going to extend the same thing to the laser gun specifically. So things have resistance against the laser gun's radiant damage.
But it's light, not fire.
I know, but keeping in thematic with a laser, I felt that would be okay. Now, let's get into a couple other things. One is a rules clarification from last time, and I wanted to put this out on the table. It came up a little bit impromptu, but I didn't allow you guys to cast spells underwater that had a verbal component, right? Now, digging into it a little bit more, it actually appears that you can cast spells underwater. Normally, if you're trying to hold your breath, you basically lose oxygen, you start suffocating if you cast a spell underwater. But if you've got a spell like underwater breathing, technically, within the rule scope, and this has been confirmed by Jeremy Crawford, that you can cast a spell underwater. However, most GMs, and I'm included in this, especially if they've been playing from older editions of D&D, that doesn't quite sit well with, because it doesn't sort of feel like it does give the challenge of water its due course. So, I've looked at a couple of different options that we can do for spellcasting underwater, and I've settled on one of two things. One is to either give all the creatures advantage on their saves and you disadvantage on your to hit when you cast a spell, but you can cast it just fine. Another is to give everyone a 20% spell failure chance. So you cast your spell, if it's got a verbal component, you roll a D100. If it's under 20, I'm sorry, you lose the spell. But the one that I think might work the best, and that probably fits into the theme of 5th edition more, is that if you want to cast a spell underwater with a verbal component, you need to make a concentration save to keep that spell. If you don't make that spell, same as if you were if you lose a spell normally, you can't cast it.
Do you mean that you have to make that concentration check every turn?
When you cast a spell, to maintain the spell, because you don't need a verbal component to, unless the spell specifies that you're singing or doing something that requires constant noise. I think it's just on the act of casting the spell, saying the words of power.
Check. Okay.
Now, I like that option because I think it's the most fair. And to be very clear to you, I think I should outlay the DCs and be clear about what you need to hit. Now, this will also be affected by, and this is why I'm sort of choosing this as the way forward, if you take this feat concentration where you get bonuses to your concentration save, that would apply here. And I think that's the reason why I like this option the most, because there's feats to help you with it, as if you're, if you took that feat, you get a good advantage. So, the DCs. It's a little bit different to a concentration save made by if you're taking damage, because you're not taking damage. What I've come up with, the flat DC is 10, so if you're casting a cantrip, it's a DC 10. Every level of the spell above that adds to the DC. So, first level spells, DC 11. Second level spells, DC 12, and so on. Now, obviously, if we were to look at this from a game design perspective, that might not really work overall in the larger terms of D&D, where you have, 9th level spells. I mean, it'll still probably work. But I think that's the fairest thing. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I like that.
Sounds fine.
Good.
Sounds fair to me, yeah.
Now, to be clear, if you fail that concentration spell, you lose the spell. So you still have to strike it off your list, as if you cast it. It failed. With that said, roll for initiative.
I wasn't ready. Callan, I'm drowning.
Okay. I'm going to go around from the order I've got this in from last time. So Otto and Dogcliff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I
Do
didn't
you
think
want
you
to
did
roll?
that. Because you had them
Uh,
with the underwater
yeah.
stuff as well, right?
Yeah, they're hanging out on the boat.
Yeah.
What's their inish? +1?
It is. Give me a sec.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That's a nat. Nope, that's a 7. Is
What?
that a 1 or a 7? No, it's a 7.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That one.
Oh.
I'm concerned.
Oh.
Do you need glasses?
I got this boom arm in my sight.
Okay, boom arm.
Oh no. Tim's throwing the gauntlet.
+2.
Okay.
9.
Alright, Wodun.
11.
Carnelian.
6.
6. Svieta.
15.
Ooh, Horacio.
5.
5. Okay. Interesting.
I'm a healer, Callan, not a triathlete.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Should have hit the track and field in college.
Alright. Before we get going, because it is currently still hidden on the map, I will reveal the token. Now, to the north there, you can see this huge, in terms of mechanically, two-headed shark heading towards the group of you that is swimming between the shipwreck and Ungajuk.
Shark in the north.
The shark in the north.
Now, first to go is Svieta.
Oh, I really hoped it was the shark.
Come on, Axe B, what you got?
Come
Now-
with me, Horatio. Let's go.
Now,
Squawk.
Sorry.
Squawk?
Before we go on,
Okay.
there is actually another complication I forgot to get to because I was getting too involved with the concentration spells. And I'll say this up top. You are also carrying some heavy shit,
I am.
including...
Wait, speak for yourself, pal.
well, I'm more talking about the chest, but you could also talk about Horatio too. So what that means is that will also hamper your speed. So you're effectively now moving at quarter speed while you're carrying this chest.
That's okay. It's not okay. Like a heavy scarf.
And you guys are carrying, I think, between the two of you, so...
No, he's strapped it onto my back and then he's put his arms around my neck.
Okay, so...
I strapped it on and then I strapped myself on.
So you've got to move at quarter speed at best. It's fatal.
I think I swam upwards, so I am above the ship.
You're just above the ship, yeah.
But I'm not in line with the whale.
No. You are... I think I've said you're about 30 feet away.
Yeah. Can I go up 10 feet? And the speed of an axe beak is 50 feet. And go 5 feet closer to the ship.
Yes, you can go 5 feet closer to the ship, so you're 25 feet away.
Yeah, the whole time she's like blowing bubbles, like, there we go.
She seems to be under some kind of load.
When did you say us?
I'm done.
Okay. Well, before it moves to the next person's turn, I'm going to take a legendary action,
Oh!
which is to move up to its speed.
What?
So, let's see. How far away is everyone? Alright, so he's going to take his immediate legendary action to move right up to Svieta.
How big is this thing? Just so I can
Huge.
visualize compared to Ungajuk.
So mechanically 15 feet by 15 feet, whereas Ungajuk's token is 20 by 20. So it's 3/4 the size of a sperm whale.
Jesus.
It's a big shark.
Big ass
Yeah,
jar.
like an orca, maybe?
Yeah, that maybe even bigger than that. I'm thinking it's pretty terrifying.
I'm gonna need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need a bigger bubble.
He is going to multi-attack.
Whoa.
He doesn't have to, though.
He makes one attack with its bite and one with its tail smash.
Tail smash.
Okay, so makes most sense to me that he's going to try and bite Svieta.
I'm a tasty bird.
I want that on a t-shirt. I'm a tasty bird.
Okay, 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And there's a bite, so it'll be 2d10.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Don't worry about it too
Could
much.
just be like 2 damage plus strength.
He did kiss Andy, so
We did.
yeah.
He's fucked.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's 12 points of damage.
That
Not
could
too
be
bad.
worse.
Still an axe beak.
I'm going to also tail smash you.
Gross.
Oh, this is probably going to miss at a 10.
Just misses.
Okay.
Axbeak's AC is not great.
That's big equals shit.
That is going to be...
No, they
God.
don't. I'm sorry. It was just a slipknot thing. I'm sorry.
It's just a slip knot.
How much damage did you say you did to me initially?
12.
12, okay.
Okay, that is going to be its turn. So, after that, it's going to be... I think Angajuk is just staying there. Wodun, it's your turn.
So, is it kind of up against Ungajuk? Like, would it be within... Like, what do you reckon the range would be from where I'm standing on Ungajuk to...
Given its size, I think it's going to be still 10 feet away from Angajuk.
Okay. So, I will stay within the bubble, but I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse
Okay,
on the shark.
okay. I'm going to mark that on the shark.
So that's a bonus action. And for my action with a spear, would I be able to reach it if I went to like the edge of the bubble? Spear has
Spear-
only 5 foot reach.
No, you wouldn't have enough. You'd need to go out swimming.
Okay. Then I might just go ahead and shoot a Eldritch Blast at it from the safety of the bubble.
Okay. Now, am I to assume that this is Brenda, or is this Wodun that's doing this?
No, I think I had transformed back.
Into Wodun, okay. Sorry, just the
pretty
visual
sure.
image of this woman with this long flowy dress. Never mind.
I think you need to update the visual. It's actually Wodun, but with mascara.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is
he's
true.
got, like-
That is true.
And I'm weirdly hot.
I mean, he always has been weirdly hot. What are you talking about?
And I'm weirdly aroused.
Okay, roll to hit.
I will. Okay. So first beam is 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Second beam is 13 to hit.
13 also hits.
Yeah. All right. So one of these. So first beam. Oh, come on, man. 2 damage.
Okay.
Oh, plus
Got staff.
Plus one of these
Bits and
things.
pieces.
So plus another 2 necrotic.
Okay.
Do you have the agonizing blast? Or
No.
no,
Not
yeah,
that
makes
kind of warlock, baby.
makes sense being a hex
Excellent.
blade.
Fucking hell. Second beam is a 1. Plus 2 more necrotic.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, every piece of damage counts when it comes to this. Given how big this shark is, that those Eldritch Blasts do stream forward, leaving bubbles throughout the water as they streak and they hit the shark. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think I am good.
Okay. After your turn, I would like to spend 2 legendary action points to use Feed.
Jesus.
My ferocious spirit flashes through the water, tearing foes of the moor. Each creature within 60 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw or take damage.
Ooh.
So, given that it's 60 feet, that's going to be literally everyone.
Even if they're not in the water?
I'm going to say that, yeah, you're right. It's got to be in the water. I think everyone that's on Angajuk is safe, so I'm only going to conclude those ones in the water.
It probably doesn't want to piss off Angajuk.
Is this with disadvantage?
Ooh, that's a good point. Is it disadvantage? I think it probably should be.
Sorry.
One second. That is a good point. I didn't actually say that.
Oh, well, I think I'm fine still.
Oh, lucky I'm glad one of us is.
I think, yes. I think, let's see.
I think I'm fucked either way. We're both terrible.
I feel like one of those students like, Miss, didn't we have homework?
Look, not clear, but I'm going to make a DM ruling, and because your movement is hampered, I am going to say the dexterity save will be at disadvantage.
Roger that.
I think I'm fine either way.
Okay? So it's only going to affect Svieta, Carnelian, and Horacio. So since you're confident, let's go with Carnelian.
23.
That's half damage. Svieta.
16.
That is a save. Exactly.
Nice.
Horatio.
8.
So that is a fail. So
Told you, I'm a doctor, not a dodgy little fucker.
So Horatio, you're going to take 10 points of damage. The rest of you take 5.
Oh.
Me.
Still an axe beak.
All right.
Hang on, we're at 10 hit points reset. Have we taken any hits?
If you did against those vultures, or the...
I think I did take, yeah, so that's accurate. Okay, so they're still at 6. So that's good. 6 of that's chewed up with a temp. Actually, if I just...
My morning glow.
I'm so embarrassed to sit my morning, Lord.
So that was its legendary turn, which can take a point, really.
It's got options.
It has good options. So moving to the next actual person's turn after Wodun will be Valine. So she's going to step up and she's going to try and cast Ray of Sickness on the creature.
Get him, balloon.
I think that'll be a miss, though. Unfortunately, she hits. Because the armor's not great. Okay, so it's going to take some poison damage and require a save. So let's do the damage first. So he takes 9 points of poison damage, and he's going to make a Constitution save, or be poisoned.
Yeah, poison.
Unfortunately, he's going to make that Constitution
I feel
save.
like his constitution is probably pretty big.
Not bad. Okay, after that, it is going to be Otto and Dogcliff's turn.
Classic comedy duo.
They are in the bubble right now.
It's Otto and Dogcliff in the bubble, driving it home.
I was thinking a sitcom on CBS.
Yeah.
I don't think they can do anything.
Do they have a breathe?
Yeah,
water
they
breathing?
do have the breathe. They kept their lungs.
Actually, I'm going to jump right on in there if I can. There is a certain spectre who has
There
not
is.
rolled initiative.
Well, it would go on your initiative turn, so you would have to tell me
No,
what it was
apparently
doing.
it has its own.
Well, shit. What's the Spectre's initiative?
He has initiative. Is it just dexterity score?
Yeah.
14.
Okay. So, because you didn't tell me, I'm going to have it go at the start of next turn. That makes sense.
Oh, he would probably need to roll damage as well. Did I say he went back on the boat last time?
He is on the boat, just hanging out.
Okay.
Well, let's say, because he also doesn't have a move speed, let's just say his first round was to get out there somewhere. Where would you want to place him?
Well, he was probably still under his instructions to protect the others.
Yeah.
Because I haven't spoken to him since.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd probably be following them back to the boat.
So I'm going to say that the last turn that he had, it was keeping up with like Svieta and everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how we keep things nice and tidy. All right. What is Otto and Doncliffe doing though?
I don't want them out there. They're so precious.
My boy.
Because he's still 10 feet away. Do you want them out there?
I don't think we should send our pets out into the water with a massive two-headed shark.
No.
They can stay out of the fight for now.
Okay, that means it's going to be Carnelian's turn.
I will say there's 2 Horatios on the board, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh yeah, there I am. And there I am. And there I go.
How? It's quite odd. Alright. Carnelian is going to use the wand to cast web.
Okay.
Can you be prone underwater?
I think so.
Well,
You can be restrained underwater.
oh yeah. Just wondering if prone.
Does web have a verbal component?
It's
Do
a
you need
wand.
it or a wand is a good question.
You don't need it. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
Harry Potter is
roll
saying
the
words.
wand-
the wand
Would
would
he use
actually
his?
the wand would actually say if there's a
Yeah. Is there a verbal to
like an
activate it?
activating word.
Sometimes there is for magic items. That's all. If there is, same conditions. If they're not, you should be good.
It does not. It just says use an action, and requires attunement. So I don't believe there is
All right.
an activation word.
How does web work?
It's
Like casting a net.
It
Tiny
is.
net.
It's trapped in a tiny net.
So conjure a mass of thick, sticky webbing at a point within your range. A 20-foot cube from the point. Difficult terrain, lightly obscure the area. Has to anchor to something. How far above the surface of the deck is?
You would have to do it from the deck up to it.
Yeah.
Like, that's where the anchor point would have to be.
That's cool. Just as long as I get it and not me.
Yeah, you can do that.
So, each creature that starts its turn in the webs or that enters them during a turn must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the web or until it breaks free. Creature restrained can use its action to make a strength check against the spell DC. If it succeeds, it is no longer restrained. The webs are flammable, but we're underwater.
This is going to be very interesting then. So there's not a save immediately.
No, there's a save on its turn.
Yeah. Interesting. It's because I've got a couple things to say about that. So is that the end of your turn?
How far away am I from the boat? From the whale?
We said that you were 5 feet away from the whale.
Yeah, I'm going to cop the attack of opportunity and leave.
Okay. So it's going to try and bite you as you leave.
That's fine.
Okay, that is a 24.
That is a hit.
That'll be 2d10. Ooh, 15 points of damage.
Ow.
Okay. I'm going to utilize another legendary action to move out of the web. Now, it isn't technically its turn, but I think in the spirit of what you've done here, it would still need to make that dexterity saving
I mean,
throw.
it's difficult terrain with or without the saving throw.
Yeah, that's not gonna matter to it too much. It's got enough movement. It just wants to get out of the web, basically.
I mean, until it's fully out, it would still it would actually affect it more because it's got more bulk to get out.
It's just basically gonna go above Svieta and everyone in space. I'm gonna say it's gonna need to try and make that dexterity saving throw to not be restrained at this point. What's the DC?
15.
Alright. It failed its dexterity saving throw. I'm going to choose to use legendary resistance to pass instead.
I thought this was going to happen.
And I'm going to now move basically behind and above Svieta and Horacio.
Still within my square though.
Yes, so he's just going to basically like swim up and around.
My sunlight.
He isn't happy about that, but you did force him to use both a legendary action and a legendary resistance. So well done. After Carnelian is Horacio's turn.
Well, it's been a while, but I think I might do the old spiritual weapon.
The old spiritual weapon.
Good old Speary. And I will conjure... don't know what shape it'd take underwater. I don't like the idea of it just being a floating set of scales. That seems kind of weird. It's going to be like an ethereal-looking hooded skull.
Okay.
A grey hooded skull that just sort of floats around and projects pain onto things.
I'm just thinking.
Does it make like skeleton puns?
Oh, I'm still working on a Callan sense of humour. I haven't cracked it yet.
All I'm thinking about is a lost soul from Doom. That as it charges forward at you.
Maybe. A little bit of Callan in this one.
The cacodemon, it just spits out the lost souls.
What is the name of it? Pain Elemental.
Pain Elemental.
Yeah. Pan un element. I'm sorry. Like bong elemental.
Bong Elemental.
Wonder what pain elemental is in French. Anyway.
Okay.
Chocolate Elemental.
Pan elemental.
Now,
As we continue to alienate the French.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
you know, it has verbal and semantic components, so do I have to do that
Concentration. So
roll
what level
first?
spell is it? And this
first
is
level. No,
and this-
second level, sorry.
Second level. So just to be clear as well, it's the level of the slot you're using as the DC, not the level of the spell's original level. So second level, so it's DC 12 concentration check.
Do I add anything to this roll?
It's your Constitution modifier.
Modifier, okay.
Yeah, it's not a save, but you get your con as a bonus to it. And if you've got anything like the concentration feat, you can take that bonus as well.
Yeah, which I do not. Hey! Dirty 20.
All right, that is enough. You
Got
can
him.
cast the spell.
Yeah. I summon the hooded skull.
Alrighty.
And then it just attacks straight off the bat, doesn't it?
I think it gets a free attack right off the bat. Yeah.
Alright, so that'll be just a spell attack, I believe.
Yep.
Using my stats. Alright, let's do that. Is it disadvantage? I can't remember.
Now, yeah, it's a magic ethereal spell. Technically, if you want to be really like, okay, well, we want to be efficient about it, you could give it the shape of like a weapon that would not have disadvantage. I'm not going to impose disadvantage on that. That sounds like it's not fun. So, roll as normal.
Yeah. So that's a 24.
That is a hit.
Alright, let's do some Damaggio. Jesus, I haven't damaged anything in a while. What's damage? I'm a doctor,
It's
Jim.
the opposite of healing.
You really have become a pacifist in your throughout this campaign.
That's a good roll. 10 points of force damage.
Ooh, not bad.
Yes, Cannonball, good one. A fine strike.
Now, I believe...
It's just his head just goes... He doesn't see anything. He's like, fine strike. Do I actually still get a turn if I want it?
That's... I was just about to say, isn't the spiritual weapon a bonus action spell?
Yeah, mate.
You'd still have an action and movement to go then.
Okay.
You're still riding Svieta.
I am going to release my grip of Svieta. So I'm still kind of in the same spaces, but she no longer has such a heavy burden.
Like Pashmina scuff.
Think better of me. I'm going to stop because I can't think of a fancy material. I think I actually have a thing. Can you believe it?
I can't.
Is Wodun the fancy material? Are you a Wodun scuff?
He is a fancy material. I will pull out my light crossbow
Yep.
and I will fire it.
Makes sense. You can use that as normal underwater.
So 80 feet is the normal range, so that'll be with disadvantage.
No, light crossbow is one of those ones
Oh,
accepted.
that's right. Yeah, I definitely remember.
It's like a spear gun.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's roll a hit.
Less difficult to use, crossbows, unsurprisingly.
Great for doctors.
It's probably the one real instance in 5th edition where there's actually a distinct difference between crossbows and bows, and that crossbows are actually better.
Jesus. Okay, let's...
Crossbow's got more feet support in 5th edition.
8 to hit.
8 misses, unfortunately.
Right. Am I still technically within its space?
Yes. You're like, you and Svieta are both right next to it. I'm going to, because you've let go, just for the benefit, I'm just going to shove you down one here, square.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
You have movement remaining, but remember you have to move at half speed.
Yep. I'm going to take the attack of opportunity. I'm going to head back towards the bubble.
Okay, so where are you moving? Are you moving straight towards the bubble, or are you moving...
I'm going to go straight as the crow swims.
He doesn't get a second reaction.
He's already burnt his thing.
Legendary actions are not reactions.
No, it used a reaction to attack of opportunity me.
It did too.
True.
Then get another one.
No,
Boom.
it
It's
doesn't.
got 2 heads though.
It does have 2 heads. No, that's okay. Also, how far are you moving?
My full complement of movement into the bubble.
15.
15.
So you can't quite get there.
Is that because I'm up as well?
It's up as well. So you guys are roughly around 25 feet away.
No, I swam us up 10 feet.
5 feet
In fact,
because of the quarter.
no. I have 50 foot of movement as a
Right.
bird. So I swam up 10 feet,
Yeah.
and then I moved across 5 feet to get slightly closer.
Okay, so you're 20 feet away.
Okay.
So you can make it to Ungajuk.
Oh, well, then I will. I don't want to stack on top of anyone, so is that okay over there?
Party boat.
I'm just going to move the...
Feel free to move me.
Because of where you are situated, I'm just going to swap you with the Cold Light Walker. Because that would make more sense.
Right.
Okay?
Great.
Alright. Svieta, it is your turn.
Well, I may as well use my head and swing down on him with my beak
Alright,
at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yep. But I like the Moxie.
Thank you. Let me just
Feisty chicken.
try my best.
What a feisty chicken.
Does a 12 hit?
12 hits exactly.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
I'm the best bird. And take 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing damage.
Pretty good.
Alright.
Pretty good.
And I would like to move up a further 10 feet.
Okay, so you are closer to Ungajuk.
And just like lean, because I slashed him on his belly. And then I want to like swim up so I'm like level with one of his eyes. And just like look at it with one of my eyes, side-eyed.
It looks with one eye, and then it swaps its head and looks with another eye, and then another eye. It's got freaking 4 eyes.
And I'm done.
Alright, thank you. It is the Spectre's turn.
Alright. So I rolled the dex save from your initial like fury attack
yeah.
or whatever, just for fairness.
Yeah.
And he rolled a dirty 20, so he's
So
okay.
he takes 5 damage.
Alright.
Because,
Okay, so that...
thank you for keeping yourself honest. I really appreciate it.
Alright. So he's going to... he's incorporeal, so would he be hindered by being, like, by swimming?
I don't think so.
Because he's got a fly speed.
Yeah, if he's got a fly... Normally a fly speed wouldn't count here, but because he can move through walls, right?
Yeah.
He's incorporeal. I'm going to say that water poses no challenge to the Spectre.
Alright, so... I also can't move him, but he's going to sort of,
Okay,
like...
where do you want to move him to?
I was just going to move him closer to the shark.
Okay.
And he's going to kind of be like swimming around the outside and like sort of inhaling life force from the shark as he swims and does sort of a lap of the shark.
What does he say?
He can't speak.
No, he's
No,
Australian,
he
remember?
can
that's
speak,
right.
remember?
He says,
Best home ruling on a Spectre possible.
and he's going to roll to hit, baby.
Go for it.
He only needs a 12.
And it was very anticlimactic.
Oh, he doesn't get a 12. He gets 11.
Damn.
That's a miss then. Anything else the Spectre would like to do?
No, he can't do a whole lot, actually.
Okay.
He just keeps swimming around or flying around.
It is its turn. And he's going to first move so that he's sitting above like everyone, so above Svieta. That means he's going to move out of the range of the Spectre, which will get an attack of opportunity. And he's going to try and position himself so he's like... It's very hard for you now to... Because it's like in that corner between Ungajuk and the rest of you. So you now are unable to move into the bubble, both you and Horacio.
It's rude.
It is pretty rude.
Was I not already in the bubble?
You were right at the bubble, I think. I think he's just blocking you from... Well, you could swim around the outside to the other side of the bubble.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's probably going to cause Svieta the most problems.
I rolled a 4 for an 8.
That's a miss as well. Okay. I'm going to say he's going to throw one attack at Horacio, and 1 attack at Svieta. So the question is really who gets the bite. I'm going to roll a d4. 1, 2 Svieta, 3, 4 Horacio.
Does he not get 2 bites?
He gets a bite in the tail. So it's the other reason really is the bite has a little bit more damage. So basically, who gets the bite?
The other head is lazy.
It doesn't say. Yeah, for a 2-headed shark, you'd expect it to have
2 bite attacks.
Just limp hanging out.
What? It says
Callan
1 attack
rereads
with
the
its
stat
bite.
block. He's like, wait a minute.
6 bites.
No. I did it right. It says 1 attack with its bite and 1 with its tail smash. I would have expected 1 with each head, but these are the things I have to work
Maybe it's
towards.
like one of those situations where the bite is like called bites, like with an S.
No, it says bite. Okay, so 1, 2. So Svieta is going to cop the bite.
Hello.
That is a 22.
That is double my AC.
Okay.
Please, no, I'm X-Beak.
I'm just tiny X-Beak.
Squawk.
13 points of damage.
I am no longer X-Beak.
Oh, I'm going to shrink you. Like Mario. And 1 tail smash going to Horacio.
You would.
Yeah, that is a 24 to hit.
That's a, yep.
Yep, that is a hit.
That's an eat my shorts.
Ooh.
Roll to eat my shorts.
Well, despite having the weaker on that, he's still hit with 12 damage on his bludgeoning tail.
I'll take it.
Okay. That is its turn. Wodun, it's your turn.
Oh no.
Fortunately, it's right up near the bubble now, so you probably could try and spear it if you wanted to.
Spit him on through the bubble.
Valine, what the hell is this thing? Have you ever seen this before? Can I roll to identify it? Or ask Valine to identify it?
Yeah, you can roll a Arcana check if you'd like to.
It's not great. 13?
Unfortunately, you don't really know what this is. Apart from the features of a shark that you can recognize, this is something that is too big.
Fuck
and
it.
the 2 heads just makes it so scary.
Just gonna stab it then.
Give it the stab!
And I'll run to the edge of the bubble and just jab at it with my spear through the bubble.
Yep, roll to hit, you don't have disadvantage.
Yes! That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
So you're gonna take one of these and one of these. That's not bad. So 4 piercing
Okay,
and 6 necrotic.
okay,
And I'm gonna attack again.
I'll go for it.
So I can do that kind of thing. 13 to hit.
Just hits.
No. Oh, that's pretty good. That is a 6 piercing and another 6 necrotic.
Okay.
Nice.
Chip away. Chip away. Me jollies chip away.
And
All
then I'll
right.
dodge back from the edge, so he can't bite
Well,
at me.
I'm going to say then that it will get an attack of opportunity on you.
Has it had it? Oh, okay. I won't then.
Alright?
Check and mate.
Because it's just had its go, so it's attack of opportunity renews.
Okay, right.
Okay, but what I am going to say though is at the end of your turn, I'm going to spend 2 legendary actions to feed. Everyone within 60 feet needs to roll a dexterity saving throw. I'm going to include the Spectre in that, Horacio, Svieta. I think anyone who's at the bubble, so is within range of it, that's attacking it, now that it's right up close, will also have to make it. So both Wodun and Carnelian will also need to make this one too. But you won't have disadvantage because you're out of the water.
Oh, disadvantage.
Disadvantage for those in the water, yes.
Oh, that's me.
Unless you've got swim speed.
I rolled a nat 20, but it was not the right. It's fine.
Oh, no.
Alright, Svieta.
19.
19. That still saves half damage. Horacio.
5.
That's a fail, full damage. Carnelian.
16?
16's a pass. Wodun.
6.
Okay, that's a fail, so full damage. And Spectre.
18.
That's a pass, a half damage.
Hector
Does
the
the Spectre
Spectre.
have an ability to reduce incoming damage from non-magical attacks?
Oh shit, yeah, he does have a shitload of resistances. Sorry for all my swearing tonight.
No, it's fine.
What type of damage is this?
Piercing?
It says slashing.
And is it magical?
It doesn't say it is, but it does say the spirit of, which would make me think that it is. It doesn't say magic damage, though. No, it doesn't say it does. So, let's just say your resistance will probably take effect. And I didn't roll super well, so everyone takes 4 points of damage. If you saved, you take 2.
Yikes!
Damage.
Quattro damage.
Okay,
Gio.
that's going to make it Valine's turn. So she's going to roll a Arcana check to try to identify what this is as well. And she turns to Wodun, who asked her what it was. This is the Maw of Sekalath. It is a monstrous two-headed shark that has been worshipped by the Sargeen. After imparting that piece of information, she's going to say, doesn't have any special resistances, but it is a creature who's legendary in nature, and therefore we must be in its domain. Be careful. Has things such as legendary actions and legendary resistances, as you have seen.
Do we know how many?
I'm going to give you, mechanically it has 3 actions. It can take 3 points it can take per turn. They refresh on its turn. Feed costs 2, but other ones cost 1.
So it gets 3 every turn.
Yeah, so
Just
after...
spend as it wants.
So you can spend it after any creature's turn in combat. But it renews every time its turn goes.
This is how they balance out boss fight encounters for the action economy.
Now, legendary resistances are slightly different. They only get 2 per day. So it's used 1 of them already. So, then, with that out of the way, she is going to try and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
The shark laughing.
Ugh.
Gee, is that shark drowning?
It must make a wisdom saving throw, or it will be unable to stand up. Well, it'll be prone, basically.
If it rotates upside down and stays there for too long, will
Oh.
it die?
No, the spell fizzles. The intelligence score of 4 or less, and I've just checked this creature's
No.
intelligence score. It is not intelligent enough to laugh.
It doesn't get
you. It's a big fucking dummy.
It doesn't get jerks.
So you hear Valine try and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter by... She has this little feather that she waves around in the air and it glows magically. And then the shark looks like it's about to laugh, but it's not laughing. It's not laughing hysterically. It's laughing at her. You hear that.
Not bad for a 3 intelligence.
Yeah, I know. So that means it is going to be Otto and Dogcliff's turn.
Oh, they didn't roll their saves. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, they do need to roll a save.
Apologies.
They might die.
Well, at best it was 4 damage.
It's a good, yeah. It's,
It wasn't... I didn't roll very well.
It was a dex save, right?
Yeah.
A 15.
That's a fail. So they would take 4 damage.
No. No. My boys.
That's like this.
Alright, they're alright.
They're so dead.
Don't say that. Question stands from before. Can you make a creature prone in the water?
Yeah, I'm going to say what ends up happening is that, it just flips over upside down.
get rotated, idiot.
I think that paralyzes sharks in real life.
So mechanically, because there's no ground for it to fall on, it'll just stay in place. And I will just say that it needs to take an action as if to stand up to reorient itself, to as if it's recentering itself. So you'll get the advantage of prone, but you won't get the falling damage you would get as if it was flying.
Kick it in the swim bladder.
So, Andrew, do you want to roll for Dogcliff?
I've been rolling pretty badly, but I can.
I believe in you. It's
Alright.
with
I've
advantage.
been rolling pretty badly. You could say about basically the entire game thus far.
So
On
how
average,
long?
With
yes.
advantage. Yeah.
that's pretty good. 23...
That's
no,
a hit.
24 to hit.
Yep.
So this is the bite.
Yep,
And
I'm
he
assuming-
gets
This
2
is
of
the
these bad boys. Plus 5 points of piercing.
Okay.
Do you want to do the...
Strength save?
Now, real quick
Course.
question with the trip. Does it need to have a certain size cat? Because it is a huge creature. Is there a restriction on how big the creature needs to be for it to trip?
If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Interesting. Some things for that do require...
It's usually grapple that cares about,
Okay.
relative size.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to double check that. So, yes.
It is a bit weird that, a small creature could potentially trip a giant.
Yes. I do feel like that's a little bit of an oversight. But yes, let's go. Strength saving throw.
That's okay, we got our harpoons and tow cables.
Yeah, it's all good.
I think that's going to save with a natural 20.
Yeah, you probably doubled it.
Close.
Fury of the small.
And Otto will come out swinging with his claws first.
Okay.
That's no dirty 20.
That's a hit.
I love it when he does that.
Otto gets 2 attacks now, so the combined total is 3.
So I rolled a double 1, so that's 6 slashing.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I have another guy.
Then he's gonna go again for his beak, his
Okay.
tiny little dirt beak.
It's not so tiny anymore.
Hey, I rolled another 14, so another dirty 20.
Yep, that's a hit.
And
Oh god.
rolled
Damage
another
rolls.
1
Okay.
for 1. Oh no, 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Swinging through the bubble.
He's trying his
Alright.
best. He's never been underwater before. He's very nervous.
It's true.
I
But,
don't- I don't think any of us have been underwater, to be fair.
No? Okay.
Never.
We at least have the understanding of an ocean, the concept of deep water.
just imagine you all got here and you're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh no, doesn't. He's a smooth-brained owl.
It's kind of novel being so deep that light doesn't, reach
Really
down
reach
here.
down.
It's
Yeah.
like a wobbly sky.
I don't like it. Okay.
We're done here.
We're done there, so that means it's going to be Carnelian's turn.
Cool. So I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. I have cast this once before, but it's been a while. So I create a 30-foot cube within range. Thankfully, we're dealing with 3D space, so I can just kind of, hover it so that only the shark gets caught.
Mm-hmm.
Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed. While the creature is charmed, it is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends if the affected creature takes any damage or someone uses their action to shake it out of its stupor.
Okay.
So,
Good
wisdom
thing.
saving throw, please.
Now, the question is, does it have the stupid thing like what I had with Valine where it needs a certain intelligence score?
No.
Okay.
It just needs eyes.
What saving throw, sorry?
14.
No, what type of save?
Wisdom.
Sorry? Wisdom. That is a 18.
Damn.
You didn't get all 4 of its eyes.
Yeah, you only got 2. So one head's just like, and the other head just goes, BAM! And he's like, and he's okay. Anything else you'd like to do, Carnelian?
No.
Horatio, it's your turn after Carnelian.
So I will use my bonus action to make Kellamvor's head project pain again. Here we go, spell attack. That is a 4 for a 10.
That's a miss.
Hell yeah.
Yup.
And then I will do my crossbow thing. So what's the deal with loading a crossbow?
Do?
If you had multiple attacks, it would be a problem because you can only load an attack once unless you have the feat. But given that I think you only still got 1 attack per round, I think you're good to load and fire.
I'll do that. Reloading, and then I'll fire another bolt.
Reloading.
Reloading.
And that is... Okay. 16 to hit.
Reload. Yes, it hits.
Good shooting. Now that'll be 1 on the die, so 3 points of piercing.
Every piece of damage counts.
That'll do me.
Okay, you don't want to move?
I'm still within his sphere of influence, aren't I?
Well,
His melee.
yeah, you are.
I think I will remain where I don't know, I'm getting a bit down.
No.
Do you have enough hit points to take
I do, but do I have enough hit points to take another round of his onslaught?
Look, take the worst you can take, I think, would be 24 from this attack. So it's probably better to take that now than to risk multiple additional attacks on follow-up turns.
It's a good point. In worst case scenario, that'll leave me with 1 health. It's a win-win. I'm going to flee.
Okay.
Run away!
Can you show me the exact path that you take?
I will move as far as I can onto Ungajuk.
Okay, that will incur an attack of opportunity where you step there.
Yes, brother. That's... So I move 30 feet, and then... I don't know if you want to sort out elevations or whatnot, but...
Once you're in Ungajuk, you also don't have difficult terrain, so...
Okay.
I'm going to say it took you 10 feet to get onto Ungajuk, like through 5 feet of water. Your remaining movement is unimpeded.
Okay, probably where I am now is as far as I can go.
Alright, I think this is going to hit. I mean, it's an 18 on the dice. 26?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't have my shield out, do I? So I better adjust that.
It's even worse. 12 points of damage. I've been fairly consistent with the damage.
Thanks, I appreciate the consistency.
I don't know.
I know exactly when I'll die.
I really wanted to crit and then max roll 50 points of damage.
Oh my god.
That is...
It's nice.
If only one can dream.
One day.
Alright, yep, I copped it. I'll cop it.
Okay, you did
So,
cop it, but
yeah.
you've taken that attack of opportunity away from someone else potentially.
I have.
That means... Sorry.
Sorry, as a free action, if you'd allow it, I'd like to appeal to Ungajuk for his help.
Mm-hmm. How do you appeal?
Ungajuk, do you think we could win this fight? If you think we have a chance, we could really use your help. If you think we're doomed to fail, then could you please prepare for us all to flee on your back?
I believe in you.
I love you too.
Just profusely bleeding from the shark bite all down his his chest.
Thank you for your words of support.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alright, Svieta, it is your turn. But
Okay.
you've appealed to Ungajuk.
Now that I'm back to Svieta and seeing just how bloody Horacio is.
Such a shame that underwater breathing doesn't carry over forms. I mean... keep going.
Hey.
That's scary.
3 turns. Then you're dead.
If I I can't swim up actually.
Swim up,
You'd have to go around it, yeah.
That's okay. I'll risk it. I would like to cast a spell, so I'll cast that concentration.
Yep. It's not a to-hit spell, yeah?
No, it's a healing spell.
Cool.
I mean, I can slap him around, call him Susan, but
Do it.
What spell slot level are you using?
3rd level.
Okay, so DC 13.
What is my con save?
PG-13.
It's not bad. 14.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, your spell goes off.
Getting it done.
Fantastic. Well, this is a 3rd level healing word.
Whoa.
Is it though? Hang on.
I don't know, you're the one telling
I
me
believe
the
in you.
Oh, it's a bonus action. Oh my goodness.
What a feel-good story.
The feel-good story of the year. Bonus action by Svieta.
Wow.
Featuring Horacio, Wodun, Carnelian, and Svieta.
And the
count.
rest.
Take 11 healing.
11 healing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, big heals.
It could have been better.
Would you allow me to... Well, put it this way. How does it look on me? Because I'm really curious of how you heal.
So, if we're not obeying the rules of how light is bent underwater, it will still be an ethereal glow of gold coming towards you and just encompassing you like a cocoon.
Gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gold like wheat.
Wheat.
Gold like the judge of the dead?
Wheat.
No, well, I'm just kidding.
Gold like one of the 2 coins you put on your eyes when you go to the ferryman.
I can't afford that.
I think it's
Come on,
silver.
guys.
I think it's silver.
We can't afford that. We say swimming in
Yes.
wealth.
You can't afford that just spilling out over Ungajak's side.
Awesome. Thank you, Svieta.
You're
Really
welcome.
Svieta.
And then as an action, I would
Yes.
also like to cast a ability that I have called Emboldening Bond.
Now, is that a spell? Sorry?
It's not. Maybe. It's an action. The healing word's a bonus action.
Yes, but it's not a spell, is it, specifically?
No, it's a domain thing. It's a domain feature.
Oh, is it a channel divinity?
Sure. Yes.
No, I need to know.
don't know. Hang on.
Because spells you can't do because it's a full leveled spell that you cast as a bonus action, that's all.
let me just bring up a thing.
You would have got a bunch of extra cantrips as well by multi-classing.
I did. I have so many.
Multi-classing does give you a lot of cantrips.
Yeah. It's one of the best reasons to do it if you want to do it.
Where does it say if it is?
What is it you're doing, sorry?
It says first level peace domain feature.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Channel Divinity, but
You're a
You get Channel Divinity at first level.
yes, it's one of the best reasons that Cleric is a good dip. It's like Sorcerers get their sorcery points right away, so they're also a good dip class as well.
We should all go cleric.
I don't think it's a spell. It just fuels magical effects a number of times per short
Yeah, I
rest.
just need to know, that's all.
You can use your Channel Divinity as an action.
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to work out. if
No,
it's
it's not a channel divinity.
Okay.
Channel divinity is second level.
Emboldening
This
Bond.
emboldening bond is part of a peace domain feature,
It's a class feature.
Yeah, okay.
class feature.
Yeah, cool. No, yeah, that should be fine.
I don't know.
Sorry, I just wanted to be sure. That looks like it's fine to use. Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
All right, great. So I have 3 charges of this. So this is first charge, and what it does, I can choose up to 3 people that are willing. Please be willing.
I refuse.
You dumb fuck. Take it.
I don't know. This isn't very Kellamvor.
There'll be white strands that come around you like little lassos.
Oh.
And what it does is that any, while any bonded creature is within 30 feet of me, of another, so it doesn't have to be me.
Okay. You just have to be in a group.
I'm not emboldened. Those 3 will be emboldened. You can roll a d4 and add that number to an attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw it makes.
Ooh, so it's like a free blast.
Nice.
Yeah, each creature can add the d4 no more than once per turn.
Okay. So it's like not quite as strong as Bless is, but it's not a spell. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I like
cool.
that.
So you 3 are all bonded.
Hell yeah.
That's a cool feature.
Bond.
Yeah.
It also means you have to stay close to each other to use it too. I like it.
Well, they're all stuck on Ungajuk, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. Good one.
All
Is
right.
that to, attack rolls and saving throws?
Saving throw, attack roll, and ability check.
Nice.
Yeah. So same thing as Bless.
Bless doesn't do ability checks, so that's...
What it did. Oh, well, there we go. All right.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Saying where you are, that means it's going to be the Spectre's turn.
Alright. He's coming in for another swoop. He's going straight down the shark's back, draining life as he does.
So he does.
Just had a picture of the Spectre just leaning in, giving the shark a lick.
Like a ghastly. What does it say when it's draining the life?
Oh, actually, I think I got him this time. So 13 to hit.
13. What terrible Australian thing did he say to him?
He flies down this thing's back and says, "Bastard."
All right, you did hit.
I did hit. Yes. Oh god, got the stats already. That's not bad. That's not bad. One of them.
Not bad for a lick.
Oh, a 13 necrotic.
13
Flip.
necrotic damage. Ooh.
That's a big lick.
And he must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Plus
You get
D6?
the feeling he's good at these.
10.
Yeah, he's going to make that one.
All right.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No. He's all good.
It is Ungajuk's turn. And Ungajuk, after having the plea from Horacio,
Oh.
will decide to do just one attack with his tail.
Yay! Give him the whip.
Give him
Give him the whip.
a whale slap.
Was that Ungajuk saying that?
Give him the whip. That's going to hit just. Jesus. With a plus 11 to hit.
Oh my god. Well, he was asleep. Alright, I'll wake him up. He's still coming too.
He's just throwing you a little favor.
What a guy.
Just imagine him waking up. Give him the whip. Then, wah.
Just oh, what? What's happening? Oh, it's a shark. What?
I'm a simple whale. I see a shark, I whip.
Oh. It's not 3d6 for his tail, it's 6d6.
Whoa. Big boy.
I mean, I did roll terribly on the first 6.
Wait,
was that?
first 3?
First 3, sorry.
6d6
six.
plus 10 or something.
Better not piss off
No,
this-
plus 16.
wall.
He should have just done this fight.
Yeah, no wonder no one wants to fuck with Anger Joke.
Yeah, I was just about to say, don't fuck with Anger
What
Joke.
were those first level fucking waylays gonna do?
They were going to get killed. They were going to die.
They're moxie, though.
Yeah. The stones on those lads.
Okay. This enormous tail swishes around Ungajuk and just lands solidly on the Maws' head. And absolutely, like, you just see the reaction from the Maw is almost immediate as its head just gets battered to one side. It did not like that at all.
It'd be like the slow-mo underwater giant fight, like, and then you just see all the bubbles come off it.
Yeah. It's now its turn. I'm going to say that with that tail attack, the Maw has had enough.
Little bitch.
It decides to disengage and swim away.
Attack of opportunity.
Not with disengage.
Doesn't apply to spiritual weapon.
Doesn't play being licked.
Now, remember, you have limited vision out here, so it's going to move out into the darkness.
No.
Like, and not just darkness as in that it just happens to be dark, but also the limits of visual aids. I actually read up on this, you'd have 30 feet, technically, of vision around you at this depth, and that's including the light that you guys have out here. So, it's going to move northeast out of your vision, side of vision.
But we have the power of the sun down here.
You do. So the question is, do you want to chase it?
Not really.
No.
No.
Then, in that case, congratulations on defeating the Maw.
Yeah.
You've successfully turned away what some underwater creatures worship as a deity.
Damn, Anger Joke, why aren't the Shogun worshipping you?
Yeah, exactly.
They should. Next episode on Reflexing.
We're the best.
Wow.
Is it me or is it warm in here?
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
It is a bit
Little
warm
bit.
in here.
I didn't want to say it because Jen's wearing a jumper, but
I'm just cozy.
okay.
It's a very comfy jumper.
Sorry, I've been feeling warm.
Computers will do that to a, insulated room.
All these men, they'll do that.
That's true.
Men generate heat.
Women do too. Write that down.
Everyone with a pulse does.
Hashtag women
Be
too.
on the test later.
Be on the